This week, my channel got more views, more watch time, and a higher click-through rate. And I truly think it's because I posted more. But what's an interesting part, besides with all the higher metrics, is I only gained 1 subscriber. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what's working, what's not working, and what do I plan to do for some changes. Let's get started. All right, let's start with the numbers first because honestly, that's why you clicked. All right, let's get started. Okay, for this week of December 13th to December 20th, I got 378 views, 11.9 watch hours with 1 subscriber. Where with last week, I had 323 views, 10.6 watch hours, but I got 3 subscribers. And if we click see more, this week you can see my impression click-through rate, 5.1%, which was a huge jump from last week, 3.9%. So even though last week I ended up with more subscribers than this week, I did get more views, I got more watch time, and my click-through rate went up. So that just tells me that YouTube is pushing my videos out more this week, and that means something changed. What's the big difference? Well, I posted more. Instead of my usual 1, I ended up posting 3 videos. And since I posted 3 instead of 1, this gave YouTube the opportunity to find a little bit more of my audience, push out my content, help people discover it. The other thing that I continue doing that I think is helping is I am adding timestamps to the videos, which helps encourage people to stay on your video because they can look it up and see what they might want to watch if they don't want to watch the entire thing, instead of just totally clicking out and leaving your video. If you're not sure how to put in title stamps in your video, at the end, I will have a video that actually shares that information. So definitely check it out. It's very easy to understand. All right, let's continue on. Okay, what I'm working on next is, and you'll see it with this thumbnail, is I'm really working on thumbnail. For the longest time, I've been using Adobe Express, and my guru for YouTube has really been teaching us how to use Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. And so that's what this one is. And so I'm going to really try to see if that makes an improvement and continuing just looking up high SEO words, so I do my research and I look up different phrases to see which one works the best, just to see if that helps my videos, the engagement and people clicking on it improve. And if you can tell on this one, I right away started with the analytics because that's what the video really people are interested in, is they want to know the numbers. And then I move on to more of what I'm working on for the people that are interested in knowing what they might want to do. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at how the channel is doing in the lifetime situation. Okay, the overall. So let's go ahead and look at that now. Okay, so here's a lifetime, and you can see for lifetime, I've got 4,391 views, 142.4 watch hours, 62 subscribers. And then the click-through rate, 3.7%, which is actually the same as last week. So it didn't go up, didn't go down. Okay, now the most important part, as you know, for me is the earn section. Let's go there now. Okay, so now I'm in the earn section, and you can see I have 130 valid public watch hours, and last week I was at 116. And this is showing data as December 17th, so we still have some time to grow. And remember, what you're going to see on your channel dashboard for watch time hours versus here is going to be different because these are valid. They're really making sure they are real watch time hours, and they're usually a few days behind. So just be aware of that. So now let's look at the spreadsheet. And so you can see the last 3 videos are here, right here, how it's going. And so this one right here in the middle here, that's the one that was my finance update, but it was from the very first monetization updates, that video that I made. And I had talked about how I was going to be moving them over from my finance channel to this one. And so I did do that. This is my first one. I created a playlist and kind of explained a little bit about that this was my very first one. And you can see it's doing pretty good. I have 74 views, 7 minutes and 53 seconds. I have 1,539 impressions. Click-through rate, 3.6. The average percentage view is kind of on the lower end. 18.10%. And I'm just kind of wondering if people just didn't understand that this was my very first one. So I ended up actually putting a comment down saying, hey, this is the very first finance monetization video I had. And so just moving it over. And then this one right here, my newest one, which I uploaded Saturday, so just a couple days ago, and it's YouTube tips, and it's about the title stamps because I said that I would be sharing how to create those. And so I got 23 views. The length, 5 minutes, 49 seconds, only 952 impressions. All my YouTube tips ones kind of start off slow, and eventually they start picking up momentum. So I'm not concerned at all. Even with the click-through rate, 1.9, I'm not overly concerned just because I know it's very niche-oriented. And so the average percentage viewed is 31.30, and I have 0.7 for watch time hours. So those are my latest 3. Previous weekly update. This one right here, slow growth, keep going. This one is really picking up. Look, I have 76 views, and I have 27.70% watch time. So 3,000 with impressions. So that one's really starting to pick up. People are liking that one. And that was one that I was just like, it's another about my weekly update. And I just thought, not too many people. It wasn't a very exciting title or anything like that, but it was being truthful. All right, so now we're in my channel dashboard under channel content right here. And I want to be looking at the 3 videos I've been kind of monitoring over time. Our first one is the one that is just basically carrying the channel. And let's just see how it's doing. Here it is, hype button where. All right, let's go ahead and look. So I've gotten 2,765 views, 73.1 watch time hours, and 21 subscribers. And it's not a very long video, so it's just, you can see right here, 35 views in the last 48 hours. Let's just check to see about 60 minutes. 4 in the last 60 minutes. And you can see 2 of them are from YouTube search. So this one is still doing excellent. I mean, over almost getting close to 3,000, and I have a very small channel. All right, now let's go to the next one, which I was pleasantly surprised. And that was the one that was similar to the hide button like this one, but it ended up not doing that great at all. Okay, so here it's ignore this. Remember here I changed the thumbnail and the text and see this just to see if it would get any more traction. And you can see it did. I'm at 38 views now. And with the engagement is 1 minute 47 seconds. It's better than it was. It was really, really low. And so 31.2%. So it's starting to pick up a little bit. So it made me feel good because this is the one that I actually changed the thumbnail. Because remember, there was like nothing, no traction at all. So since changing it, it's taken time to get there, but it is making improvement. And the other one was another YouTube tip video that I created, and that was just about the watch time, where to look to find your watch time. So let's see how that one's doing. Okay, so the correct watch hours for YouTube monetization, go to analytics here. So I have 121 views, so 71 more than usual, 5.4 watch time hours, and look at that, 2 subscribers. And last 48 hours, I got 2 views, so not as good as the hype one, but this one's just been kind of going slow and steady. Okay, so kind of like my tortoise and the hare on this one. So what's nice about just looking at those 3 is that it's showing that my videos are getting pushed out. Slow growing, but I am growing despite, kind of slowing down from the, I would say last couple months ago, it was doing really, really well. So it's kind of slowed down at the moment. If you are someone that enjoys watching other people kind of grow and you want to feel like you're being seen by someone else that's kind of struggling, not being monetized in a few weeks and stuff, definitely continue following me. And if you watch to the very end, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Bye. Until next time.